Hi everyone. Today I'm going to explain how mRNA vaccines work. So a lot of people today or nowadays have heard of different opinions about the mRNA vaccine. And some of the information online can be very confusing and sometimes misleading regarding of the consequences after a person can get after taking the mRNA vaccine. The easiest ways to understand mRNA vaccine is to first understand how our cells normally take proteins, or make proteins, sorry. Once we know that process, we'll see that mRNA vaccines simply use something our cells already do every day. So every cell in our body contains DNA, as you know. You can think of DNA as a giant instruction book. It contains thousands of genes, and each gene has instructions for making a specific protein, and these proteins thus facilitate in the growth of our body, repairing the tissues, carrying oxygen, digesting food, or fighting diseases. Protein is a critical part of our immune system as well as our digestive and metabolic system. But here's the problem. DNA stays inside the nucleus, while proteins are made by ribosomes in the cytoplasm that is outside of the nucleus. So how do the instructions get from the DNA to the ribosomes? The answer is a messenger RNA or mRNA, as we have mentioned in the title. So step one here is transcription. So number one, the cell copies the information from one gene in the DNA into a molecule called mRNA. This process is called transcription. Think of it like making a photocopy of one page from a huge instruction book, or think of it as replicating something from a cookbook. So once the mRNA copy is finished, it leaves the nucleus and travels into the cytoplasm. Step two here is translation. A ribosome attaches to the mRNA and reads its instructions. Remember, another molecule called transfer RNA here, or tRNA, brings the correct amino acids to the ribosome. Think of the ribosome as one of these little gadgets that assembles the tool, the the parts of an engine, and the tRNA, the transfer RNA, brings the parts of the engine to the ribosome. The ribosome joins the amino acids together one by one until a protein is made. A protein can be folded, it can be of different 2D and 3D structure. After the protein is finished, the mRNA is broken down because the cell no longer needs it. This whole process happens in your body every single day and all the time. Now let's connect this to how mRNA vaccines work. Instead of giving your body the whole virus, the vaccine only contains a small piece of an mRNA. This mRNA carries instructions for making one part of the COVID-19 virus called the spike protein. After the vaccine enters your cells, the ribosomes read the mRNA just like they would read any normal mRNA. The cells make the spike protein. The spike protein is a target protein. It's the type of protein that we want you to create after reading this mRNA message. Your immune system notices that this protein doesn't belong to you there and starts learning how to fight it. It makes antibodies and creates memory cells. Later, if the real virus enters your body, your immune system remembers it and it can respond to it much faster. It doesn't mean that you're completely not going to react to it physically, but your body is going to eventually cure from such disease. Finally, the vaccine mRNA is broken down and naturally after it has done its job. There are common misconceptions regarding the mRNA vaccines. So one of them is that the vaccine changes your DNA, which is completely not true. The vaccine mRNA never enters the nucleus where your DNA is stored. It only stays in the cytoplasm where ribosomes make proteins. Also, people say that vaccine gives you COVID-19, but that is also not true because the vaccine only contains instructions for one protein, not the entire virus. A single protein cannot cause COVID-19. Also, there are people saying that the mRNA stays in your body forever, which is obviously not true because, like the mRNA in your body that is naturally being produced every day, mRNA is quickly broken down after it has been used. To summarize, DNA stores the instructions, mRNA carries those instructions, and ribosomes uses mRNA to build proteins that is essential to your body. mRNA vaccines simply use this normal process to teach the immune system that what one part of the virus look like. Because of this, they do not change your DNA, it does not give you COVID-19, and it does not stay in your body permanently. Understanding how protein synthesis works helps us understand why mRNA vaccines work and why many common myths are incorrect. So stay sharp, stay smart, and keep distances from misleading information regarding the mRNA vaccine. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the other day.